Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play 60 Seconds. We're going to be starting a fresh new game in the Tsar Bomba difficulty. Yes, regular, full atomic experience. Last time we went with Fat Man, but, you know, let's go back to the good old days where we played with a challenge. Anyway, we're going to be playing as Dolores again. Just because we can, and this time I'm going to try to get most of my family into the shelter. I think that would be a good start. Again, still figuring out all the new things in this version, but yeah, I guess we can go for just some food here and there. Drop that stuff off. Timmy, you come with mommy, and in you go. I still gotta say the controls are still somewhat annoying. Give me that book, please. Oh, you both are too fat. Told you, Ted. Told you. You gotta lose some weight. Okay, I guess we can still save you, no problem. You know, it would have really helped me if you would have taken our daughter to the shelter. Just like, honey, I gotta read the newspaper. That's important. Man, how am I gonna feed all of you? I don't think I will be able to. Oh well. Let's grab some food. We have a little bit of water. Come on. God, you gotta be so close to this stuff. It's really annoying. Can I grab this? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just one extra bottle of water. And we made it. Just close friggin' call, if I may say so. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. We got the whole family. We got a rifle. We got a gun with ammunition. Look at that, we even got some achievements. Family Guy and a soup. So, looks like, yeah, we have plenty of food. We don't have a med kit, we don't have a map. We have the Boy Scout book. But oh boy. I guess this is gonna be, let's call it the family run. The family-friendly run. Day one, all of us made into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're in together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, sleep on cans, and so forth. Nobody's gonna eat anything today. And what are we gonna do? Well, today we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna be moving right on to day number 2. Let's see. There's already that, beard coming out. It's easy to feel a bit down when we're living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to be more cheerful in our lives. Anyone is fine, it seems. We're not gonna give him soup again. I'm gonna prepare an expedition just for shits and giggles. I mean, if we have to sacrifice one of the kids, that's just what we need to do. But yes, even on day 2, there's currently not anything for us to decide, so we're jumping straight ahead to day 3. Just gonna go through a run a little faster here. All right, let's see. Enough arguing, there are more important things to do, like, you know, throw them outside to do things. Okay, time to prepare. Who should go outside? Timmy should go outside, and we're gonna give you a rifle because I feel incredibly generous. Yeah, kid. Actually, I wonder if it is a difference sending either one of those out. I kind of want to send Mary Jane because I want Mutant Mary Jane, but I don't remember if you get Mutant Mary Jane from being outside or getting bitten by a spider. I don't recall, but let's send Mary Jane. She was lucky last time, so let's see. There's nothing for us to decide again, so we're already at day 4. Look at us. All right, already feeling alone. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. No supplies for anyone because it is day 4. As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in pretty bad shape. All they wanted is to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least some clean bandages and medicine. Tell you what, I'll give them a soup can because we have a lot. And I do think this might come in handy. I forgot what the consequences of that are, but we do have plenty of soup, so I'm fairly happy. We got a map. We traded a map. Excellent. We've never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow. Quite possible, actually. And thanking us for the gesture. They were eager to repay us, and one of their group offered us a map of the local area. They claimed it helped them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. We promised we will give it a try and wish them a safe journey. All right, now it's time to give them food and something to drink. And as you can see, having multiple family members drains us way quicker of the stuff, water being the main concern here. Where did that green puddle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act fast, and no one packed them up. What do we need to do? I wonder if we would sacrifice the scout handbook. I'm worried if we're gonna just... I don't know what it means to use the scout handbook right now. Either there's an entry in there saying this is how you deal with green goo, or you're just gonna like mop it up with the Boy Scout handbook, which wouldn't be smart at all. But, well, we're gonna find out, won't we? It's all about learning. Day 6. We're all dead. No, we're not. Nice little drawing of the robot gentleman. Ha! Problem solved, no leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. How do we solve it with the Boy Scout book? I need to know. Oh well. We thought it was a great idea to have some role-playing fun, oh my, and create our own shelter theater group. We called it the Thunderdome. We spent the rest of the day trying to write a script for a performance. We almost got into a fight over it and decided it would be best to play something more simple. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if theater with 3 people is a good idea. All right, yeah, let your hair loose, Dolores. Excellent. What is it with the radioactivity? It's really freaking me out. All right, we play Truth or Dare. Really? With Timmy around? That poor kid. When it turned out, we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything else besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. It's been a while, we don't know what's happening on the surface. If only we had a radio to tune into some emergency radio broadcast. Yeah, without a radio, we're not going to be able to, well, survive or win through the government route. That's okay. There's still plenty of others, and maybe we will find a radio. Maybe good old Mary Jane is going to bring us a radio back if she decides to come back. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Well, that's how I'm living my day-to-day life currently. Okay, nobody's gonna eat anything today. We didn't think we would get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food. We win. We get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we going to do it? Here's the thing. I don't understand why we need a card game to gamble with a man that wants to play a card game. Shouldn't he have the card? I'll never understand that. Just like, I'll gamble you, but you're gonna have to have cards. I don't know, like grab a few rocks, put them in your hand and say like, I got between 1 and 10 rocks in there and you can guess how many it is, and then people guess, and if they're right, they get the cans. Something along those lines. I'm sure we could have found the way to do it, or like do some bottle spinning and things like that. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is to set that to the kids? Yes, let's play Truth and Dare with Timmy instead. That seems to be much better idea. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Yes, good riddance. Guess what? We already got ourselves our very own fallout garden. Bunch of mushrooms growing on the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna be eating all the mushrooms. No risk, no reward. Let's do this. I don't know if this is gonna help us with the food, but it sounds like Mary Jane is back. Hey, Mary Jane. Oh, you broke the rifle. And you brought cards and a flashlight. Hey. You know what? That ain't too bad. I'm a little bit disappointed about the broken gun. But, oh well. Those mushrooms were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark, and now we are too far for that matter. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning. Our need for entertainment took us to the local cinema. Our portion of the theater is still standing, including at least 1 cinema hall. We went in hoping to scavenge something, or at least find some film posters, when we recognized the sign of the food stand sticking from between the rubble. We were hoping to find some popcorn. There was none, but the tomato soup dispenser was still working. Yay! What kind of universe is this where there are tomato soup dispensers? On one of the seats, we found a deck of cards. It must have been a really boring movie. Someone felt they needed to bring a game to the screening. Well, could have used that like a few days ago so we could play for soup. Oh well, we got soup anyway. Breaking a leg amongst the ruins is not difficult, and the cinema wasn't helping. If it wasn't for Hawkeye's and cat-like reflexes, that flashlight abandoned in the middle of the movie theater could have proven lethal. But we brought it back instead, and the rifle got damaged during the expedition. I see when she fell. Oh well. It is day 10, and everyone's back, which is convenient, so I don't have to take too much care of that. Oh, look at that water. Look at that water. That's a problem. That's a problem. All right, we're gonna prepare an expedition. We're gonna have to get some water back. What the hell are those sounds that are coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Something crawling in the air vents? Relax, take a deep breath. We should probably calm before we start to tear them down. Try something relaxing for a bit. Yeah, play some card games that you just brought back. How convenient. All right then, everyone's getting food. Want to make sure I'm not just killing the whole family once again. And I think we're good. All right. Someone get that friggin' fly out of there. Unbelievable. Day 11. Oh boy. Having some fun made us forget about, what was it again? Yeah. All right. Excellent. Door lords no longer thirsty, no longer thirsty, no longer thirsty. Okay, we're gonna be sending out Teddy Boy. Hey, Ted. Yeah, take those playing cards outside with you. That'll help. Why do I have still the ammunition? I guess she brought the ammunition back. Anyway, we're gonna give him the flashlight. I wanna say that's gonna help him find things. I'm just guessing here. I'm just guessing that will help. All right, Ted. It's on you. Or, wait a second. If we send Timmy, we have another adult because he can't just play with Yeah, I think the kids are expendable. I think it's safe to say that the kids are expendable, but I feel Ted would be more successful. So we're gonna send the husband. Habbo, out you go. Bring us back water. Would be nice if I could say, hey, focus on water. If you can find water, that'd be excellent. Anyway, he left for the surface. We hope he will be back soon with water. If there's one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. Yes, we know about Terry, and there might be a photo in the scout handbook, something along those lines. Seems like such an odd coincidence to just have like, oh man, I miss Terry, good old Terry. Oh, luckily we keep our photos in random books. Maybe he was a Boy Scout, and he's like, hey, here, Timmy, this is for you. I used to be a Boy Scout, and I want you to be a Boy Scout. Oh, the phone is ringing. I forgot that we have a phone. Actually, we don't. It's the phone across the street, isn't it? Bingo, our Boy Scout book holds more than a ton of knowledge useful in times of apocalypse. There are some photos stuck in between its pages, along with some crosswords. We are saved. Only a few of them are solved. All right. Good. No food for anyone. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. We didn't... Wait, I'm confused. Wait a second. I'm confused. Oh, yeah. We sent Ted out. But, oh, for a sec. Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, who should go outside? Wait, we already have someone out for the expedition, but this is the event. We had a phone call. That's why the phone was ringing. I guess I could use another coffee. I wouldn't survive this apocalypse, because I need coffee. Weird thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seemed it's ringing right now. We should send one to answer it. Timmy, you're expendable. You can do that. Go ahead and do that. Wait, shit, what was that last thing? Shit, there was a thing. Little star majig. I didn't click it. The game just... Son of a gun. How did I miss that? Wait, it's still there. Oh. Man. I keep forgetting that this now has a quest marker. And for whatever reason, I didn't see it before. I think it just appeared once we had our first quotation mark quest line. Anyway, when we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief on the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Did you just hear that weird throaty breathing and sound I made? I have no idea what that was. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Yeah, the call was cut short. Oh well. Day 14, no food or drink for anyone just yet. Tomorrow we're gonna do that. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far away from this radioactive wasteland as possible. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Well, we don't have a radio, so we can't really do any of those. So we're just gonna skip ahead and hope that Ted brings water soon, because we're a little low on that. A little very low on that because, as you can see, if we go over here and soup is fine, but water. We're gonna be able to give 2 of them water next time, and one of them is gonna have to die. If there's one thing we need to do is use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. We don't have one. Oh well. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. Ooh, water. Excellent. Excellent. Here, we have ammunition, and we don't really have a rifle, so I guess that's what we're going to use this item for. We're going to trade the bottle for ammunition. Yay, we'll survive longer. Fantastic. And everyone's getting food and water. Just keeping that in mind. What's next? Await further instructions from friendly wastelanders. Let's hope so. Okay. Let's hop on next day. Day 16. Okay. Looking good. We got some water. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, we exchanged goods with the trader. She went her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to the radio broadcast. Yeah, you're funny. You're a funny person. We don't have a radio. How about you leave us a radio? Then we could do that. But no, you wouldn't dare be helpful in that regard. Oh well. Okay. Let's have a look. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Unfortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us that she hunts the wild beasts of the waste, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. Pretty sure she lost her mind. What are you gonna do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor another day. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't have ammunition. We just traded that away, and I don't regret a single thing. Ted, it's time to come back. And he's coming back. Just I'm saying that. Fantastic. What did you bring? Looks like you brought some water. Good husband, man. And you broke the flashlight. Son of a gun. Alright, this woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly, she's an uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is what decent people eat these days. We're not amused and didn't give her anything. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Our expedition reached a church which was still standing. Most of it was intact, and some people decided to turn it into a shelter. As we found out, it was more than that. We weren't sure what religion they followed, but they were very eager to convince us that tomatoes are the source of all evil and eggplants are the only hope for salvation. Ugh. Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles. Curses, our flashlight is out of service after the expedition. The last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burned out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. Huh. We better keep an eye out for those future expeditions. Interesting. A car. All right, so I don't know how Ted feels now that he came back. Are we seeing any information about this? Ted is rumbling, he's really tired, but he's not gonna die. I'm still gonna try to give him food on the 20th day just to not throw myself off. We're gonna be preparing an expedition. This time we're gonna send Timmy Boy. Mary Jane has been caught sneaking under the cover of night. Dolores was furious when Mary Jane revealed she was going on a date with some bandit boy. She met him during an expedition. Mary Jane asked for a chance to contact her date via a written note to apologize for not showing up. Should she be allowed to do that? Sure, why not? I mean, yeah. I can't really think of a reason why not, I guess. Go ahead. I'd rather be, Wait a second, what? What was that sound, the opening sound? Dolores agreed that an apology note would be polite in these circumstances. Mary Jane wrote one and dropped it off. Oh, that's what the sound was, I assume. But came back red-faced and furious. She saw the bandit boy outside holding hands with some bandit girl. Mary Jane was so hurt, even Dolores took her side. All right. That's, I guess, could be worse. I guess she would have been upset if we didn't let her anyway. Oh, wait. Are you sick? Why did she get sick? Because she's furious? I don't really see... She was injured. I guess because we let her outside. Oh, well. Day 18. Let's send Timmy Boy outside because he's not quite dead yet. We're gonna give him the map. Hopefully he brings it back without ruining it. Anything that helps our little boy bring us more stuff. We could really use a radio. I feel that's one of the most important things. Okay, there's a Brahmin over here on the wall. That's nice. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. We won't have a map. That's probably why. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Okay, this is a warning. So, I don't like the idea of giving him this, and I'm still going to give him another drink on day 20 just to keep it kind of like easy for me and not forget. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing up at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. Are we poor? Are we rich? We do have plenty of soup and water, but other than that, we don't really have many items. I'm willing to risk it. I'm going to let them in the hopes that they will give us something. And it's day 19, so only Ted gets some food right now. And we're gonna be giving everyone food and water on day 20. Hopefully this time not dying because I forget stuff. All right, let's see what we got. We got a radio. Those merry folks are very kind. They noticed we didn't have a radio and so offered us one. When we asked where they got it from, they said the 1%. Yeah, the 1% can deal with this. All right, food, water for everyone. And we were pretty sure Mary Jane had a birthday 2 weeks ago, but it turns out it's today. Shall we get her something a young lady trapped in a tiny shelter would enjoy? Here's some playing cards that you would most certainly enjoy. I like that we can also give her bug spray. I don't know what that would have to be. Anyway, let's go ahead and give her some playing cards and see how she feels about that. I mean, it's not really that kind of a gift. Man, I kind of like what Ted is rocking here. Those hair, you're just like a rock star, buddy. Just a rock star. Mary Jane loves cards. We thought she might get herself busy with solitaire, but she started doing card readings, divination or not. If we don't figure out why the world has gone to hell, maybe she will. Well, Mary Jane is still hurt, so I'm kind of worried that she's gonna get infected. She's not gonna die. Once she's sick, she will just walk outside. But yeah, there's not much we can do about that. Anyway, we're gonna be listening to the radio because if there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open. Yes, we will. Let's see what we can hear. We don't have an axe. We don't have a map, so I don't know how much we can actually follow through with the broadcast, but I think it starts just with them telling us, hey, we're here. We knew it. The government has not fallen. They're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. Yeah, you think so. They were in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Nobody's getting anything. And last night, the whole shelter was woken up by Ted screaming bloody murder. He was terrified, shouting something about tentacled radioactive mutants on top of his face. Jesus. Turned out it was just Mary Jane stepping on his head in the dark. Ted took it very personally and demands medical care. Are you kidding me? Your daughter's injured. So, I don't feel you need that, but you're probably going to be injured now as well. So, yeah, that's just us. Oh well, let's see if he gets injured on day 23. But Timmy's back, it sounds like. Let's see what he brought us. I love all their hairstyles. They're excellent. Look at that fantastic hair. He looks like one of those sheep that just got lost. Oh, look at that. Look at all this stuff. All right, we got a can of soup. Mary Jane tried to apologize, but Ted was not having it. He kept lamenting about broken noses, cracked skulls, stumbling around the shelter and gesturing wildly until he tripped over something and fell. Oh, hey, a soup can. That discovery calmed Ted right down. See, this is why you don't give your family members medication, because it turns out always positive. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now, so he brought the map back we gave him. We were surprised to find out that the metro station wasn't exactly abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. They were armed and not overly friendly, but they're no bandits either. They allowed us to take a look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. We wouldn't pass up any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could with that murky, irradiated liquid. Irradiated, my bad. What a treat! 2 bottles, wow. There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booths. We were hoping to find a bit of soap to finally wash ourselves. The only thing we could find there was a can of bug spray, which, by the way, you can use to wash yourself in this game. The group living at the station had thrown a bunch of suitcases, backpacks, and bags to form a big pile and called it a barricade. We carefully took out a particularly nice-looking suitcase. It was quite tricky and came close to collapsing that house of cards, but thankfully we did not ruin the whole thing. We window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burned out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more lucky. Alrighty then, excellent. Look at all the stuff we have. Okay, I'm gonna give Timmy soup and water just to make sure he doesn't die anytime soon. And we will be preparing a expedition for tomorrow. And who should go outside to deal with this? We were visited by a young woman today. She's on a mission to rescue her twin brother. Oh, that one. Who went missing after he challenged a local bandit leader for a duel. She said they've been observing us for a while and were hoping to visit us together eventually, but then her brother went missing. She asked that we help her reunite with her brother and promises we will not regret it. Okay, Teddy boy, you go outside. You do that. You deal with that. I don't really want to do that. The kids shouldn't do that. I also want to send Mary Jane out. Oh, Ted is not going to die, but, well, let's find out if he will or not. Day 24. I'm feeling good about this. Wow. I don't know, your eyes all wide open really freak me out somehow. Let's see. The woman quickly called a group of friends and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries and he'll just be fine. Yeah, just don't worry, you don't need that hand. It's all good. Oh well. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said would definitely contact us again. So that might be from the survival camp. That's excellent. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Who should go outside? We can't really take anything outside. Actually, we can. We can also send multiple. Never mind, we can't. I'm a filthy liar. We can use a suitcase to give them multiple things. All right. We could send Mary Jane with... I'm kind of intrigued by the idea about giving them soup and water to survive any longer, and a map. It's a big gamble, and I do feel like I need the map for the government broadcast. So how about I give Mary Jane soup and water and see if that helps her or anything. I mean, worst case, she disappears. Best case, she comes back with more than those things. I never tried sending them with food, so... let's do it. Let's learn all the things. See how that goes. And then we're gonna make sure to give them food and water now that it is day 25. All right. God, I love your hairstyle, Timmy. It looks so great. Okay, soup and water for everyone. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For 1 can of soup, we can get a bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we try to figure it out. Give him a soup can. You know what? I will, because that's kind of going to put it on the same level, and it's fine. I'm willing to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, making sure everyone's getting food and water so nobody dies of starvation or dehydration, and then we're gonna be moving forward. It's a cat! I forgot you get a cat. Just like last time. I think there's gonna be multiple instances where we're gonna be able to get a cat, and we can get like a crazy cat lady achievement. Something along those lines. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. You know what? I'm okay. Sharikov the cat is back. So glad. All right, trader alert. Timmy's salvaged comic books are mostly harmless science fiction pulp. However, some of them don't feature the brave Astra Citizen program astronauts, but cosmonauts. That boy is eating up Soviet propaganda. What a disgrace. Should we banish Timmy to the wasteland for the trader's ways and dispose of the blasphemous comics? I don't know if I want to kick my son out. I mean, we can at least send him scavenge, so I'm going to have to go with a solid no here. I don't see the upside of just sending him out. He's just going to come back and exact revenge on us or something like that, so let's say no. Yeah, you can stay, buddy. I would feel awful kick him out for some comics. I don't know what the consequences would be. We graciously allowed Timmy to stay in the shelter despite his actions. We believe in the power of rehabilitation and second chances. Also, we're running out of toilet paper, and those propaganda books will do nicely. Fair point. That toilet paper is always an issue. Always an issue with that toilet tissue. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui's really off in our fallout shelter. Yeah, you gotta move some, I don't know, like shelf over there, maybe put the bottles away. Just throwing them around, that's just not good for your overall well-being. Anyway, while we're moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? Hopefully nothing. Or a can of soup or water. Hopefully not a giant roach. We do not have a rifle or a flashlight to find out what's in it. So for all I know, we're not even going to look. Let's see. I kind of feel a cat should, just send the cat, throw the cat in. It'll be fun. Okie dokie, let's see. Some things are better left untouched. Okay, we just did not look. We stacked some furniture against it just to be sure nothing and no one comes out through the opening. Oh well. Who will eat today? Nobody will eat today. And only if I say so will they eat. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to. I mean, you can. You're just gonna die. So I guess that's not like you used to. Smell the fumes and pollution. Enjoy the sun, I guess? Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. Well, you got a cat. That's not bad. At least you're still alive. You gotta, you know, I mean, if you want to call this living. You figure there should be like a set of clothes. They should have brought a set of clothes with them. Anyway, do we have to take care of ourselves or will someone come to our rescue? I don't know. It sounded like there was a radio broadcast. Day 29, so we don't need to really do anything. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean. We smell bad, real bad. Told you. It didn't bother us until we noticed, and now we're about to get sick, so why not take a shower? You know what? Just spray bug spray all over yourself. That sounds like a good idea. I think that's actually a fine solution. I think the game's like, yeah, that's actually gonna work. I don't know, like a can with like a skull on you. I just can't be good. Oh well, we used it up. We finally have a good use for that bug spray we brought down. It probably smells better than we do, so we can use it to become a bit more presentable smell-wise anyway. Ugh. Just the idea just freaks me out. Okay, soup and water for anyone who's in here. Sharikov sure can take care of it itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner's still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? We didn't do that last time, so I definitely would like to do it this time. Or did we check the address? Man, my brain is just not functioning today. It's shocking. It's what you get for not downing a gallon of coffee before you start recording, Weasel. It's what you get. Day 31, the cat is gone. We grabbed our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the waste, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd been looking for it. Apparently, it belongs to their dead old nan who loved it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sharikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it's for the best. I wonder what the story behind that is. I would love to uncover that. Another broadcast from the military. They said they need to locate the general area we're in and that they want to leave us specific markings to close by. They said the markings should be cards, playing cards. How strange is that? We're supposed to go out to the nearest bus stop and pin the card denoting our head count there. Weird, perhaps, but if we're doing it, the time is now. I figure you could also write it on a piece of paper, but hey, who am I to judge? We have our cards, and I'm actually quite lucky that we can progress without an axe. All right, let's see what day 32 will bring. We're moving one step closer towards being rescued by the government. Would be rather nice. Hey, look who's back, and seems like he brought soup. Let's see. The cards are in place, and all we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. That shouldn't take long, we hope. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We used to go to the waterfront before all of this happened. It was a great place to enjoy time with our family and watch ships, boats, and sailors. We were really excited to find one of our favorite yachts a few blocks away from our house. We found it a bit mysterious that it is now moored in the middle of the crossroads, but there are plenty of reasonable explanations for that. We found a few soup cans, so in the yacht's cargo hold. It seems rich people like soups too. Soup is great. We love soup. Soup. +1 soup. Okay, so we got our soup back, I guess. Damn it, we really like that suitcase. Well, it is gone now. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane can take a lot, but her wounds are looking terrible. We need to do something. Oh boy, okay, so we gave her food, we gave her water. I will only give her food and water to make sure she doesn't die on us. And yeah, we don't have a med kit, so this expedition definitely was not worth it. We're gonna prepare another one, sending Timmy. That we lost essentially a bottle of water and our suitcase. Oh well. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to take a good look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Haha. Let's send Timmy out to check it out. If it is a trap, well, that's the risk, Timmy. That's just the risk. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but you're gonna have to sacrifice yourself for a possible way out. Excellent. Let's see. Yeah, never had the car events or quest line. I guess that is new in the Reatomized. Oh, our daughter's gone. Oh well. A shocking discovery. It was a dirty ice cream truck. It was a little crispy around the edges, and it was also missing wheels and some other crucial parts, but the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to just drive away and leave this radioactive hell behind us? Hey, okay, so I guess that was successful. Ted is hungry. Ted needs water to survive. Yep. Mary Jane's injuries were enough to make her angry at us, or at least the fact that we decided not to do anything about them. When we got up, we found a note from her claiming she deserves better and that she had left for Canada because it has a better public healthcare system. Ouch. Well, that's essentially what happens if your child, quotation mark, dies. That's just, okay, interesting. That's new. I'm gonna have to check that out. Day 33, so nothing to do there. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge the remains of our town and search for supplies. Well, Timmy, time to go searching. I guess I'll give you the map. I'm worried that's gonna be a problem for the government quest, but we're just gonna risk it. It went fine the last time. And here, oh, hey, look at that. Holy motherfuck, it's an ice cream truck. This might be our way out. We just need to find a few tires. So yeah, let's keep scavenging. Okay, nobody needs any supplies right now. We're sending Timmy out with the map. All right, the adults can still do any car-related task, I think, if that comes up. Wait, the cat is back? Wait, what? To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. It is our good care. It appreciates our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans. Only time will tell. Don't feed a cat soup. They're carnivores. You're gonna kill the poor animal. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. Well, we're just gonna move on. But don't tell Timmy that because that would make him sad, I think. Oh well. No food and water for anyone yet. Damn it. We could really use the map right now. That's what I get. The twin siblings have paid us a visit, asking if we have a map of our town and our shelter. Their group is becoming bigger, and every day they're slowly running out of space in their tents, so now they're traveling through the city looking for a good spot to make a camp. Son of a gun. I could have used that a lot. Day 35. Now it would be time to give them some food. First thing I'm gonna do before I forget. Unfortunately, we could not be of any help to them today. The siblings understood our situation, promised to come back from time to time. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a map. Remember to not give Timmy the map anymore. If he comes back. Oh well. Alright, here's food and water. A loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sherikov found a new toy. A bit of innocuous wiring that had ripped out of the wall. Who knew what the cable's for, but our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? Yeah, let's do that before the kitty eats it. Just to be safe. Yep, someone's knocking at our door. Who might that be? Yep, I got you. I'll open the door. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighborhood driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Wait, why? What? What's happening here? Why are they listening to us? The agents were spying on us and now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? You know what? Yeah, I want to hear the explanation. It might be a horrible idea, but here's the thing about this game. Weasel, so me, thinks, yeah, you shouldn't let them in. That doesn't sound like a good idea. They're spying on you. They probably, you know, wouldn't be a good idea. But Game Weasel, 60 Seconds Weasel thinks like, yeah, we should let them in because who knows, maybe they're gonna give us soup. The game is really weird like that. It's just, you're gonna have to try the different outcomes and just see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna let them in. And hope for the best, that they're not gonna murder us. Okay, interesting. They briefly waved over some ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're a top secret government mission. Yes, mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us in their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some super top secret missions. They assured us they'd be contacting us again with more details. Okay, so I guess there's another quest line. I like that. Hear that? Noise is coming from below? This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. The one we locked tight ever since we got to the shelter. We can't do that. We have no axe, we have no flashlight, so we're just going to have to accept whatever is gonna get thrown at us by the game. It sounds that Timmy is back though. Timmy, what did you bring? Whoa, look at all that food. Going in a tight, dark tunnel is not a good idea, especially with those weird noises coming from it. They're giving us the creeps, even up here. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. What was that? Is that a bird? Is that a stockbroker? Is it the bicycle repairman? No! It's the airdrop. That was an excellent time to leave the bunker in search of supplies. One of the food drops broke in midair and now it's raining soup. Luckily for us, a few cans survived the fall. 2 soup cans. Some crates were filled with very weird stuff. Why did it drop a crate full of rubber ducks? At least one of those smaller crates had a few water bottles in it. Excellent, +2 soup, +2 water. A bunch of folks were having a gunfight over several crates of dropped supplies. One group emerged victorious and chased off their opponents. One of the guns from the fight was left behind. Hey. Our little trip to the servers might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Okay, so there might be bandits outside, so we're gonna wait a little to send them out because we essentially sent them out every single time we could. So we're gonna wait a little bit until I guess it's safe again. But hey, that was super successful and Timmy isn't even injured. I will give Timmy some soup and water just to make sure he doesn't die on us. All right, so this is what it has come down to. Sitting idly in the shelter with very few supplies and a growing sense of impending doom. If only there was something we could do about it, like breaking into our neighbor's shelter. We know the lock is broken. We saw a restock in the shelter before the bombs fell. Should we go and check it out? She and her children probably didn't even make it in there, right? We do have a lot of food and water. I am tempted to send her out though. It might injure one of us. Honestly, I don't need anything right now. We have a map. Maybe we could use an axe, but a medkit would be great too, but nobody's injured. So tell you what, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna play it safe here. I wanna be rescued or escape in some form or fashion. Well, onward to day 39. This is going great. Hey Sharikov, what's up? Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. We are not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values even in those troubled times. Especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave the poor people alone. Okay. Fair point. I like that. It's a good playthrough. What's that glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no, mutated ants. Their terrifying little mandibles almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out. But Timmy says in the beginning of an atomic ant farm. Wait, Timmy says it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have it their way, but who? Okay, atomic ants. Let's take a second to think about this. So, I wonder if these ants have a positive effect. If I give Dolores her way, Timmy might be upset. If I give Timmy his way, we might get injured. I kind of want to know where this goes. This is me being more explorative than smart, again. So let's give Timmy his way. The beginning of an atomic ant farm. Let's do it. Let's hope for the best. Oh boy. Well, 40 days. That's worth of an achievement, I want to say. And nobody's dead. Huh? Would you look at that? Timmy was allowed to keep his atomic ant farm to the detriment of her supply stash. The little mutants scattered, devoured a whole can of soup, and escaped under the cover of night. We're relieved. They could have eaten us instead. Well, we got still plenty of soup, and it's actually kind of like balanced out. So, soup and water for everyone to celebrate the occasion. Using high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agent rang with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey, Timmy, time for you to go outside. Let's see if you can find something good for us. If you can complete the mission. All right, I couldn't let this go on, so I got myself a little bit of coffee. Ah, well, all right. Let's send Timmy out for the high-tech setup mission. Wait, no. Just the mission. The high-tech setup just involved the paper cups. All right, then. It's day 40. Also want to make sure that everyone's getting soup. Yup, okay. Let's do this. I wonder what that is about. Sharikov, what are your dark secrets? No, he's certainly gone. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Oh, wait. Didn't I select Timmy to go out for the request? We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. I'm very confused right now, but that's all right. All right, so Timmy is out, I guess, scavenging. We couldn't get a clear signal from the radio until midday, but after we tuned in on a military broadcast, we were left speechless. Not only did they not deliver on the evacuation promise, they also ordered us to dispose all of our firearms before the military arrives to save us. Who asked such a thing of an American? Who? I guess the military. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna follow through because, yeah. Dispose of rifles on the Army's request. We're gonna do it. I would like to win the round because, you know, time has been progressing forward. Now we are day 42, and I don't know how long I can keep these guys alive just with soup and water. All right, we're gonna decided to follow the orders and got rid of our rifle. We did so with a heavy heart, but if that's the price of getting to safety, we pay it gladly. That doesn't mean we'll never get another one, though. Yeah, we scavenged that as well. Who will eat today? Nobody. Alarm! There. Oh my god, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. Really? The day before I got rid of my rifle, now I do need it. There's a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognize some of them. They used to be our neighborhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of the neighborhood anymore. But they are very serious about angrily waving their heavy flashlights. We need to do something before they break in and take everything we have. Okay. Either it's game over now, or we're just gonna lose a few of our items. Okay. It's not game over just yet, but we did lose some water. That's a bummer. 2 bottles, to be precise. Leaves us with 1 bottle. Oh boy, that's not good. Ah well. Dolores would really love to eat something. Yeah. We all knew that it was gonna be a possibility. The invaders burst into our shelter like a violent tidal wave and immediately went for one thing that was the greatest value of them: a water stockpile. They grabbed as many bottles as they could and left. Someone paid us a visit today. Really? Today? On top of everything? Oh well. It was an overly cheerful, red-haired woman accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her guard. She told us she was a trader and eagerly showed us the items she brought along. Okay, so we can get a harmonica for playing cards or ammunition for the radio. I'm gonna go for the harmonica. I'm just gonna risk it because we already used the cards for the military, and I'm kind of curious what benefit the harmonica might have in the future. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see where this will lead us. To which rabbit hole. Okay, we got some knocking on our door. Timmy's back! Hey, Timmy, it doesn't look like you brought water. We managed to work out a deal. The woman also gave us some tips about surviving in the wastelands, but her advice seems pretty useless. We already know the radiation is dangerous and that hitting a rat with a stick will eventually kill it. We thanked her and said our goodbye. That recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Unlikely, it's most likely gonna be a shower, but hey. All right, so Timmy seems to be injured. We don't have anything to give him on that. I'm going to wait another day for day 45 to give Timmy something. It says hungry, fatigued, hungry. Okay, so Ted is starvation. Why is Ted starving? What made Ted different here in this regard? No idea, but no expedition right now. The twin siblings contacted us again. Yay, they need a map. Their plan is to find a relatively safe place for a camp. Excellent. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna give them the map this time so we can progress on that front. One of those things is gonna have to work out. Maybe I should pick one and stick with it, but they didn't have to ask twice. These people are very friendly and the way they take care of others is impressive. We showed them the map and pointed out a few bandit camps that they should avoid. They were grateful and stayed for a little chat. They said they would be more than happy if we came to visit them once their camp is ready. We can't wait to see how this turns out. All right, water and food for, yeah, everyone, I guess. Here's the thing. I didn't prepare an expedition for tomorrow, so we have to give Timmy soup and water, otherwise he will die. Oh, will he? I think Timmy might be fine if we don't give him something, prepare an expedition, and then send him away. Because I think as they are in an expedition, they are not losing out on that. You know what? I'm gonna feed him. I only have 5 more days. Timmy, we're gonna prepare an expedition for tomorrow. We cannot send him. But we could send Dolores or Ted. So, but they need something to drink right now, and then Timmy would need it. Oh my god, this is getting complicated. I need water within the next 5 days. So we're gonna prepare an expedition because we absolutely need water. Timmy noticed his old telescope on a pile of rubble on the other side of the street. He got really excited about stargazing again. After all, the night sky is one of the very few things that still look about the same after the blast. Should we let Timmy go and stare pointlessly at the sky? You know what, Timmy? You're already injured. You might as well. Knock yourself out. Be my guest. Have fun. Whatever. Okay. This is getting dicey, guys. This is getting very dicey. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So we're clearly almost out of water. Timmy returned in the morning tired but very happy. He says he saw a spaceship flying by, one with an American flag on it. Surely that can't be true. Yeah, I know. Dropping 60 parsecs. He's probably making things up. Time to grow up, Timmy. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Yada, 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 yada. Everything is fine. Who wants to go outside? Yeah, isn't that the question? Who should go outside? How about we send Dolores this time? Never sent her so far, I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna give her a map. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a map. And hopefully it will help her find something. Please bring back water before we all die. Because I only got water for one person, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, only one person. I'm sorry to say, Timmy, but you're most likely going to die. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible, otherwise we may end up falling asleep in the face of real danger like Saucer Men from Mars. Yes, I don't have medication. Stop asking for it. Okay. Sharikov, we might have to eat you. I'm sorry. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we try to get at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away. All right. Sure. Who will lead today? Nobody. Clearly, we're trustworthy of our last successful mission as the agents came back with another request. We are generously provide either a couple of soup cans or some water bottles for an agent in the field. They take care of the delivery. In return, we'll be given an encouraging pat on the back and the promise of a better future and a safe government shelter. I don't have either soup can or water bottles. Also, that is a lot. I cannot give those things to the agents. And I don't think I'll be able to collect those anytime soon. That is a lot of stuff. Okay. Dolores, you should be coming back. We're not giving them anything, at least not this time. You need to come back soon because we're gonna die. Timmy claimed he couldn't sleep last night due to Ted's loud, incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making quips about the size of Timmy's ears, which enraged Timmy even more. He's desperate for a solution. What can be done about this? Nothing, because we don't have a single item that might help us out in this situation. And it doesn't look like Dolores is back. I guess we know what's gonna happen. Poor Timmy boy, he's gonna leave us. Timmy was even more miserable this morning after another sleepless night due to Ted snoring. The bags under his eyes speak for themselves. Ted is unwilling to comment, and he still won't even admit he snores. Who will eat today? Well, Teddy boy will. I'm sorry to tell you this. You're in agony, you're hungry, you're fatigued, you're tired and dehydrated. Yet, I am not giving you anything. I'm so sorry, Timmy. We're gonna have to sacrifice you for the good. Open in the name of freedom came a shout from outside the door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Okay. Here goes the following. Either this is the military and they're gonna save us, or this is gonna be the end and we just let raiders in because Dolores is out, we don't have a rifle. It's day 50, so I'm willing to take the risk because Timmy is gonna die otherwise. He might die regardless. We don't know yet. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the name of freedom. Freedom! Oh, we're not dead. Good. What happened? What's going on? Oh boy. Oh boy! All right. Oh, this is not looking good. When we peeked outside, we were greeted by a group of high school students. They were well equipped and looked like they could take care of themselves. They questioned us about enemy combatants in the area. We couldn't help them, but they were happy to leave some of their spare axes with us in case we needed to defend ourselves. When we asked why would they help us, they replied, "It's what Wolverines do." We're glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland, and she brought us a map. And we got another rifle. The old library in the center of town was reduced to a huge pile of rubble. The only things distinguishable in the ruins were a few half-burned bookshelves and the remains of the librarian's desk. The head librarian was a shy, quiet local girl with a weird passion for firearms. Finding a little rifle attached to the table wasn't a big surprise to us. Okay, we need to be more careful. Everyone is really ill. Dolores is not doing too hot. We can't prepare an expedition. There's no one that can go. We can still prepare it. It's just not gonna help us. There was another military announcement on the radio. The soldiers are nearby and ordering a single person from each survivor group to meet them and outline the group situation. It's a bit odd. We do hope they mean well. It's pretty much the only thing we can do, so it's probably worth sending someone over. All right, waifu, you're gonna have to go. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point who we're sending. We're all in really bad shape. We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. We can't just sit around while Dolores is sick. Oh yes, we can. Okay. We're gonna prep an expedition for tomorrow. The situation is simple. We're bored, it's too quiet, and we're desperately craving entertainment. The solution seems simple. Somebody could give us our harmonica a spin. But who's best suited to give a high-quality mouth organ concert? Ted, you're gonna do that. I don't know what the consequences are, but yep, we're gonna do that. Cause you know, you're that sweat, it's gonna cure you. Oh man, you're looking really bad, dude. This is not. I'm not too happy about this. Not bad, Ted. We knew you had a sense of rhythm. He always enjoyed dancing. However, we never suspected him of the ability to create pleasant sounds with his mouth, ones that are actually worth listening to. That was entertaining. Okay. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Okay, well, we do have food, and I'll give both of them food. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is to choose the right person. Ted is the only one. We're gonna give him the axe. He's not gonna come back in time. But they're both gonna die day 55 at the latest. And this is the only thing I have left, essentially. There's await rescue by the military. That's not gonna happen, my dudes. At least if it doesn't happen within the next few days. It looks like we're at the end of the quest line, so now we just need to hold out. But it's not gonna help us. The agents are back. They want 4 bottles again. I don't have bottles of soup or water. Well, no water for us. Wait, what? What's happening? Why did we skip several days? What? What just happened? Oh, okay, because we sent Ted, and I guess good old Teddy boy was scavenging, but in the end, I guess he didn't make it back. We're not giving them anything, at least not this time. When we came back to the shelter, we couldn't get in, and all we could hear was chanting and prayers. Apparently, someone thought it was a good idea to turn our home into their prayer house. Damn it. Okay, so I guess because nobody was left inside, nobody could open it. So I guess having a child now inside while an adult scavenges might work. But this is the end. This is the end of this 60 seconds run. This is interesting. We found a few pieces, or we had a few new quest lines, and there's also the possibility of getting an ice cream truck. So this might be worth further investigation. Well, if you liked it, you know what to do. You gotta rub the bell. I'll see you guys next time.